Welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck. My name is Adam Orduna. This is my mom, Gina.
He is the journalist.
And she's the enthusiast.
And I'm enthusiastic because we get to do my favorite segment today.
Yes,
Boneheads.
Yes, today's show is our Boneheads, plain and simple, just Boneheads of the week. Yeah.
Yes. Or just Boneheads in general. Some of these are a little older than a week, but they need to be talked about.
Boneheads of the week. So we've got 4 of them today, correct?
Yes, we do.
And we're going to just go and talk
Dive on in.
All right, so you're going to take the first one?
I am going to take the first one. Well, my first bonehead, big surprise Jamaicans, is your boy Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Because it wasn't enough for him to cheat his way through the Olympics, but he apparently has been doing this European tour, talking to all this press, and he saved the U.S. for last, so he showed up yesterday in New York. He was on the Today Show. Today he's out at ESPN selling them wolf tickets.
Right.
Here's why he gets a bonehead. I know he cheated. Y'all know he cheated. That's the deal. But when they asked him, who's your inspiration since you're the greatest of all time? And do you know what he said? Did he say Michael Jordan? Did he name off some great track athlete? Maybe even an obscure person from Jamaica that we don't know? No, he said Kevin Hart. Just let it sit there for a minute. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, I see him on Instagram. He does it a lot. That would be like Michael Jordan saying his greatest inspiration was a comedian from the 1920s.
Right, Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks,
yeah, sure.
You know, I mean, it was just like, that's why it's a joke, folks. He's a joke. This is a joke to him. The reason he didn't say anybody great in sports is because there isn't anybody in sports like him, because he's cheating. Bonehead.
I think he also thinks he's the greatest, so he feels like maybe there isn't any other inspirations for him. Maybe it's guys like Kevin Hart who are.
President Obama can be an inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, there could
Winston Churchill. You've gone to the trouble to cheat this hard.
Anybody,
you couldn't come up with an answer to that.
All right.
Moving on.
So Bonehead. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and go with the LA Rams right now. Okay, the LA Rams, boneheads, because within 2 games or 2 weeks they have not been able to score 1 touchdown, 1 offensive touchdown. They kicked a field goal in the week 2 and then got blanked in week 1. Now, you would think with this early of the season and you draft a quarterback who's a rookie that you're going to have mistakes where it's like, oh, maybe the offense isn't flowing or there's just missed calls, etc., because he's a first-year player at that position. No, they have a veteran out there at quarterback who is running this offense, and they still haven't been able to score a touchdown.
But don't they have a rookie there?
Oh, wait, no, that's right. But they do have a rookie quarterback that they drafted #1 overall, and he is not playing right now. So at this point in time, it's like, what is going on here? Why aren't you having your young guy out there?
If you're losing anyway.
If you're losing, if you're going to go and not score offensive touchdowns, you might as well have it with your rookie quarterback out there. So I don't know. They get the bonehead for me because it's like, if you're going to go down with the young buck. I don't know what's going on there. So
I agree with you. That's a good one. Staying with the football theme.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
To me, anybody who votes, I don't know if it's computers or sports writers or ADs or whatever, in the college football preseason top 25, you're all boneheads. Anybody who bets on that preseason top 25 is a super bonehead. They were wrong up and down the board, other than Alabama, which pretty much until Nick Saban leaves, you could just put them in there. Everybody got their butt kicked the first week. That preseason top 25 is a joke. They had the nerve to have USC ranked in the top 10.
Oh,
USC went ahead. It was like there's an old meme where somebody picks up somebody. It's like when you want to hit somebody with somebody, that's what Alabama did to USC. And then they turned around and like, oh, we weren't really prepared for them. We're going to play Stanford. Stanford hit them with somebody.
Oh, my goodness.
My point is not just to pick on USC. Everybody went down. Oklahoma went down. It's just, my point is that preseason, what are you basing that on? Summer workouts?
Right.
You base it on the spring games?
Right.
Clearly you have no idea what you're talking about, other than if you just say Alabama.
Well, and I totally agree with you, and not to mention, it's like these are still teenagers, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. How are you going to bet on, you know, you can't just, you know.
And I know you got to have some kind of rankings, but y'all missed all together. You weren't watching.
Bonehead.
Okay,
and all right, well, I'm going to switch over to the basketball court with my final one.
But it's football season.
I'm going to go, yeah, I know.
No,
but
I'm kidding.
At this one had to hit the headlines. Just, honestly, and you're correct, it is football season. I wouldn't normally do it during this time, but this just has to be talked about. I'm going to go ahead and talk about D'Angelo Russell here. The Lakers' #1 overall draft pick that they had a few years ago. And he is supposed to be a guy that you pass the torch to. This is a guy that has the potential to really lead the Lakers in a positive direction.
He's your future.
He's your future. And he's out here in the news for the third or fourth time, really. Not that I want to bring up some of the old stuff that he's already been into with his teammates. But as we all remember, the Snapchat or the leaked tweets or text messages or the video or whatever
he videoed his
of
homeboy.
Swaggy P in the hotel room if they were drunk or something. I can't remember what it was, but they were roommates.
Can I help you?
Yeah,
Swaggy
what was
P
going
is
on?
getting sleepy, and you roommates talking to each other.
Yeah, right.
And Swaggy P put himself on blast and confessed to doing some dirt on his girl.
Because we all know that Swaggy P is with
at the time he was with what's her name, Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. Thank you. Yeah, Iggy.
So back to your bonehead.
Yes.
This fool records him and then sends it out to people.
They're supposed to be boys hanging out just in the room. Hey, whatever. I mean, wrong or whatever.
Man.
So we all know that incident happened. Okay, so we all remember D'Angelo Russell from that. We all thought we moved past it. Okay, I think we got him on the bonehead. If not, we should have had him on the bonehead for that one. But on top of that, he's back in it today. Now he had the audacity to speak out against last season as he felt like the Lakers were put on the shelf for the Kobe tour last year.
I can't
outraged by the fact that somebody who could even consider themselves on the same roster as Kobe Bryant would complain about the fact that they even could be a part of a season like that last year in the midst of one of the best basketball players to ever play the sport.
We could do a whole segment. We could do a whole segment on this.
Unacceptable.
Bonehead. I'm actually mad. That actually made me mad.
Yeah, so, you know, but anyways,
so
bonehead for me.
Now we have to rank them.
Come on. All right, so yes, let's go through this. Let's rank them. And
I'm so mad right now.
We've got our 4 with Usain Bolt. We've got the Rams. We've got college football rankings and D'Angelo Russell. It's up to you to start us out. Yes, ladies first.
Well, I'm going to give my number 4. The lowest end is the college preseason rankings. I mean, that's a joke anyway. Anybody who's taken that seriously, shame on you.
Sure.
But it's a joke, and I get it. You have to have some form of ranking to start the season. It generates buzz. It gives people a position to start in, but it's always a mess. So that's my number 4. Number 3, I'm going to go to the Rams. Really, why would you waste your number 1 pick and have him sit? Everywhere across the league, you got people playing rookies right now in the QB spot, and some of them are doing great. Dak Prescott. Okay, that being said, shame on you, Rams. If you're going to go out there and lose, how do you not score? You can't get close enough to kick a field goal, and yet you got Jared Goff sitting? You're number 3. For me, number one and number 2 are toss-up. Yeah. I'm actually going to give Usain Bolt number 2.
Okay.
I hate him. I think he's a cheater. But D'Angelo, how dare you, the unmitigated gall, you should never even say Kobe Bryant's name. You bet your butt. If the whole season went on hold because we're sending off one of the greatest of all time, you need to sit there and shut up and be happy you got a Lakers jersey. Please trade him. There you go.
Well, with that, I would also have to say that's probably going to be close to my top as well. But I'm going to go with, I'll probably go with, to me, the college football rankings probably is the top, or the fourth one
on the low end,
just because it's like, hey, what are you doing? You know,
hey, what are you doing?
And then with my third place, I'm gonna go with Usain Bolt, just for the fact that you know he's always in the hot, he's always in the headlines, and whatever, you're a bonehead. Number 2, I'm gonna go also with the LA Rams, because come on, guys, I mean if you're going to go down with your rookie. You know, don't go down with the veteran that you should be doing stuff with and it's not working out. Start fresh. You got this guy. At least give it a shot. Carson Wentz is doing, like you said,
I think there's 4 or 5 rookies who are starting this weekend.
When you go number 1 overall, that's how you got to do. And then my final one is obviously D'Angelo Russell. Come on, man. That's just, you're lucky you're not out of there at this point already. So with that, that's our Bonehead segment for this week, Boneheads of the Week. We want to say we appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time, folks. All right, that was it.